What if everything you've been taught about building wealth is mathematically broken? What if save 10%, invest in index funds, work 40 years, retire at 65 isn't a path to freedom, but a slow trap? In today's video, we're breaking down The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco, a book that shatters traditional financial advice and replaces it with a ruthless, systems-driven blueprint for building real wealth in 5 to 10 years, not 40. If you're tired of trading time for money, if you want to understand how ordinary people create extraordinary wealth, and if you're ready to shift from consumer to producer, stay until the end. Because this isn't just a book summary, it's a financial operating system. MJ DeMarco didn't inherit money. He wasn't born into privilege. He started as a pizza delivery driver, struggled through debt, and eventually built a multi-million-dollar internet business before age 35. Then he walked away to write this book. The core premise is simple but radical. Wealth isn't created by cutting coffee expenses. It's created by building systems that solve problems at scale. DeMarco argues that most people follow a financial roadmap handed down by society, schools, and traditional advisors. But that roadmap is mathematically flawed. In The Millionaire Fastlane, he maps out 3 distinct financial paths, exposes why 2 of them fail, and gives you a step-by-step framework to take the third. Let's break it down.
DeMarco divides financial life into 3 roadmaps: the Sidewalk, the Slowlane, and the Fastlane. The Sidewalk. This is living paycheck to paycheck. No budget, no savings, no financial plan. Income equals expenses, often with debt acting as a bridge. Sidewalkers don't think about wealth because they're focused on survival. The moment income stops, everything collapses. It's a fragile financial state, and it's where millions remain stuck. The Slowlane. This is the responsible path. Go to school, get a degree, get a job, save 10-15%. Invest in a 401k or index funds, compound interest over 30-40 years, retire at 65. Sounds safe, right? DeMarco calls it a trap. Why? Because it trades the only irreplaceable asset you have, your time, for a theoretical future payoff. You're betting on market returns, health, inflation, and lifespan. You have zero control over any of it. And the math? Even with perfect execution, the Slowlane rarely produces true wealth. It produces comfort, maybe, but not freedom. And if you get sick, laid off, or hit a recession right before retirement, decades of sacrifice evaporate. The Fastlane. The Fastlane is entrepreneurship built on leverage, systems, and scale. It's not about working harder. It's about designing a business or asset that generates income independently of your time. Fastlaners focus on value creation, scalability, and ownership. They don't wait 40 years to be wealthy. They compress the timeline to 5 to 10 years by front-loading intense effort, then letting systems compound. The Fastlane isn't easy, but it's fast, and speed in wealth building changes everything.
Traditional finance teaches income minus expenses equals savings. Invest, hope for compound growth, wealth. DeMarco says this equation is backwards. It focuses on scarcity, not creation. The Fastlane wealth equation is net profit plus asset value equals wealth. Let's unpack that. Net profit is what your business or system generates annually. Asset value is the multiplier. If your business makes $200,000 a year and sells for a 5x multiple, that's $1 million in equity. If it scales to $1 million a year profit, it could be worth $5 to $10 million. That's the secret. You don't get rich from salary. You get rich from ownership. When you trade time for money, your wealth caps at your waking hours. When you build an asset that operates without you, your wealth scales with demand, not your calendar. DeMarco stresses that index funds, real estate rentals, and side hustles that still require your daily presence are not Fastlane assets. They're Slowlane tools dressed as entrepreneurship. True Fastlane assets detach income from time. Part 3. The Sense Framework. This is the heart of the book. DeMarco gives you a filter to evaluate any business idea or wealth strategy. He calls it sense. If your idea fails even one letter, it's not a Fastlane path. C. Control. You must control the primary levers of your business: pricing, distribution, customer experience, and systems. If you're dependent on a platform, an employer, or a third-party algorithm to survive, you don't control your wealth. YouTube, Uber, Amazon FBA without brand ownership, affiliate marketing on someone else's product, these all risk losing control. Fastlane means you own the engine. E. Entry. Low barriers to entry mean high competition and low margins. If anyone can start your business in a weekend with $50, it's not a Fastlane. Fastlane businesses require skill, capital, expertise, or time to build. High entry barriers protect your profits. Think proprietary software, specialized services, branded products, or complex systems. Difficulty is your moat. N. Need. Passion doesn't pay bills. Markets do. The Fastlane doesn't care what you love. It cares what people will pay for. Solve a real, painful, scalable need. The bigger the problem you solve, the larger the market, the faster you scale. Follow your passion is Slowlane advice. Follow market demand is Fastlane reality. T. Time. Your income must be decoupled from your time. If you're trading hours for dollars, you're in a job, even if you call it a business. Fastlane means building systems, automation, teams, digital products, or recurring models that earn while you sleep. Time leverage is non-negotiable. S. Scale. Can your solution reach millions or just dozens? A local tutoring business scales linearly. An online course, software platform, or branded e-commerce store scales exponentially. Fastlane wealth requires mathematical scalability. You need a vehicle that can serve 10,000 customers as easily as 10. If your idea doesn't hit all 5, it's not a Fastlane. It might be a good job or a side income, but it won't create rapid wealth. Part 4. Producer versus consumer mindset. DeMarco draws a sharp line between two mental models. Consumer mindset? How do I get rich? What's trending? How do I save more? I deserve passive income. Producer mindset? What can I create? Who can I serve? How do I build a system that outlasts me? Value first, wealth follows. Consumers look for shortcuts. Producers build foundations. The Fastlane isn't about working less. It's about working differently. The first 2 to 5 years are often brutal. You'll face rejection, iteration, cash flow stress, and doubt. But you're trading short-term pain for long-term freedom. Slowlane trades short-term comfort for long-term dependency. DeMarco also destroys the get-rich-quick myth. Fastlane means get rich fast, as in accelerated timeline, not effortless magic. Speed requires precision, execution, and relentless focus. There's no loophole. There's only leverage. Part 5. Execution and systems building. Ideas are worthless without execution. The book emphasizes, start with a problem, not a product. Find friction, inefficiency, or unmet demand. Validate before you scale. Test with minimal viable offers. Get paying customers before building perfection. Systemize everything. Document processes, automate repetitive tasks, hire or outsource low-leverage work. Your goal is to make yourselves replaceable in the daily operations so you can focus on growth. Reinvest aggressively. Fastlane isn't about lifestyle inflation early on. It's about pouring profits back into marketing, product development, and team building. Track the right metrics. Revenue's vanity. Profit sanity. cash flow reality. Asset value is the end game. DeMarco warns against shiny object syndrome. Jumping from crypto to dropshipping to AI side hustles without mastering one vehicle is the fastest way to stay slow lane. Pick one. Master it, scale it, exit, or automate it. Conclusion and call to action. The Millionaire Fastlane isn't a feel-good book. It's a mirror. It forces you to ask, what roadmap am I actually on? Am I trading time for theoretical security? Am I building assets or just busy? The truth is uncomfortable. Wealth isn't handed out. It's engineered through control, scale, market need, and relentless execution. If you're serious about the fast lane, 1. Audit your current income streams using the Sense framework. 2. Identify one scalable problem you can solve. 3. Commit to 12 months of focused execution, not distraction. 4. Shift from how do I make money to how do I create value at scale. The slow lane promises safety, but delivers dependency. The fast lane demands effort, but delivers freedom. Which path are you choosing? Drop a comment. What's one fast lane idea you're testing or validating right now? I read every comment. If this breakdown added value, subscribe for more deep dives into wealth building books, business frameworks, and financial psychology. Remember, this is a summary for educational purposes. Read the full book for DeMarco's complete stories, worksheets, and tactical breakdowns. Until next time, stop trading time. Start building systems. I'll see you in the next video.